capital city. Ass weevil dump, more like. Make sure the
Three
sheriff don't
sports
catch
cars
you
and being
here.
paid large amounts of cash were all keeping him from expressing his true human-based personality assemblage. Jacob finally overcame his own ego-based reality manipulations and embraced his true self.
Or, to put it another way, he changed his name to Brother Shambaluma, formed the Society for the Prevention of Llamas, now sleeps in a hole in the ground, and fights bums for sandwiches.
Yes, it was a radical change for Jacob, but one that was for the best. I'd imagine he's much happier now. His life has been simplified, and his ego-constraint illusions have been successfully removed.
So, what exactly does the Vernon program involve?
It's a rather complicated psychoscientific methodology that's difficult to summarize. But basically, we teach people to empower their suppressed self and free their inner power through a series of reinforced messages, self-help groups, and of course, beatings with large sticks.
Beatings?
Purely metaphorical beatings. These sticks are, of course, merely a psycho-visual tool to help my victims shatter their own self-ego delusions.
Okay. So if I came to your seminar, how would you help me?
Well, I'd start out by simply assessing your critical path to self-enlightenment and positive ego adjustment.
And what exactly would that involve?
Quite simply, I'd use a positive-negative deconstructive method to gauge what I like to call your life balance quotient as a self-expressive entity, i.e. person of the human genre.
Come on in! Come in! Sit down!
What's up, man? Yeah, it's a nice place you got here.
Never pay anybody a compliment. Makes you inferior. Puts you on the back foot. J.B. Hackensack never compliments anybody. Ask any of my ex-wives and they'll tell ya. It's what made me the man I am today. So, are we gonna do business? a smart move, kid. Upgrade, advance, improve. That's my company's new motto, thanks to you. But I ain't paying you royalties on it. Yeah. Come on, time is money.
Hello, Raucous. Welcome back to Sirens.
Hello there, sexy lady. How's life treating you?
Until right now, not so great. But suddenly life all seems worthwhile. How can I help you?
I need to start making some money real soon. Dang, if I know where to start.
Have you ever tried the movie business? The way your chaps is hanging shows me you got the right credentials. And if you're looking for a co-star... No? Okay. Try the notice board. Seems like it's a good way to pick up local information.
All right. Oh, yeah. I'll be danged.
I want you to know how much you mean to me. That first time you looked my way.
You can play games later, you know, good swamp weasel. But only when you're done getting me out of jail.
Made me weak.
See you again, Toots.
Salt Sea City.
But on a practical level, how would you help me?
I begin by discussing your goals, your aspirations, and your bank balance. Once we'd established what your life motivational drivers are, I'd then move on to your fears, your negative identity persona traits, and any illegal actions you may have committed in the past but were never punished for. Once I'd created what I call an all-encompassing persona map, we'd begin by taking you, as you are now, and utilizing techniques to remind you of your negative traits and self-interest ego manifestations, usually in a group of around 5 to 6 people, and reduce you to a blubbering wreck on the floor using insults, threats of violence, and big sticks.
And what purpose does that serve?
You mean aside from being immensely satisfying for me and my acolytes?
Yes.
Well, to be a whole, living, breathing, thinking self, one must first be willing to be deconstructed to a worthless non-entity, free of all ego restraints and self-oriented psycho goals. This is, of course, just one method we employ, and it's used quite sparingly.
So, the use of this technique is pretty rare?
Yes, and we have many other methods at our disposal, even some that don't involve physical pain. We may employ a non-visual recognitive ego manipulation, where we simply ignore the person undergoing treatment. Or we could use what I call a self-blockade exclusion exercise, where the subject is stripped naked and paraded around the dungeon, thus breaking down the artificial barriers between self and other.
Da, comrade. I have units ready to ship. Da, all nuclear powered. Da, niet. That will not happen with this model. Da. No, Babkis. Da. Top secret research facility. Comrade, you would not believe the power of a few rubles and some pretty girls here. Da. Capitalist pig dogs. I will look forward to glorious game of football then, comrade. I will also be cheering for that team. Do svidaniya. Howdy, comrade. I was talking to cousin Grigory. He is very big for football, and we are going to watch our favorite team, the Capitalist Pig Dogs. So, how can I help you? I see you soon, da.